Hello snowboarders of the internet, I'm your host Avran LeFeber, and in this video we're going to be reviewing the Korua Pin Tonic. This board features Korua's float camber, which is rocker in the nose, then camber throughout the rest of the board. That camber section is going to give you all the load, pop, snap, and drive, while that rocker in the nose is going to give you ease of entry in and out of turns, as well as more optimal powder float. This board is available in two sizes, 164 and 172. I rode this board at Copper Mountain on a sunny bluebird day with cold temps. There was a light dusting on top of the leftover pow from the previous day, a little bit of crust, some chopped chunder, firm fast groomers, and I rode it with my Rome Black Label bindings and my K2 Thraxis boots. Clearly, this board is going to have a directional flex, meaning softer nose that progressively stiffens back up to the tail. The torsional flex is very rigid, especially under that rear foot. You get a little bit more under the front foot. And this board is very stable. Very stable. That nose, even for having rocker in it and being slightly softer, pushes through chop and chunder. You don't have to worry about it. This thing just skips over crap and continues on its way. You do not feel any of that kinetic energy coming up underfoot. The snap in this board is very mediocre. It's enough when you load it up to pop over something small or to slightly start to porpoise in fresh snow. Otherwise, you're not boosting a side hit. You're not launching anything with it. This board just wants to spray and slay and stay on the ground. Remember to subscribe, click the bell, get those notifications. That way you're not missing any of the videos we got coming out for all you snowboarders of the internet. Yeah, no, I mean, you can. It's your call. You're basically doing tail wheelies. If you push all your weight back into it with the nose, you got to just make sure that you pop aggressively and spin a 180 to get it to lock in. And when you do, it wants to revert right around super quick. There's some stuff you need to know about this board. At slower speeds, it's very methodical and it swoops. When you get it up to speed, it becomes a lot more nimble and a lot more aggressive. You use the front foot to guide the turn, but it does not steer it. All the steering comes from the center of the board back through the tail. You're basically disengaging the front. So you're gonna guide it in, transition your weight to the middle of the board back through the tail. This is more of that Japanese-inspired snow surfboard where you want space. You want to swoop and do those long, drawn-out carves back and forth. If you want to point it and go straight because, whoa, it's a big board and I can go fast, cool, go for it. You're not going to get the most out of it. That's not what this is for. This is more subtle, more nuanced. You're really looking to go up on a bank and kind of just slash that turn. And if there's powder, the tail sinks immensely in this and you can really slash with it. At speeds, as I've said, this board comes alive and that allows you to really drive a more aggressive carve. But at slower speeds, you're more nuanced. You're going into those turns, taking your time, really banking it, just kind of concentrating on where you want to end up, not where you're going. Rider in mind, so this board is for someone that wants to make big, long, drawn out carves on a wide open run that doesn't have a lot of people on it. Colorado, probably not your best bet, but someplace with wide open groomers, the highway to the white danger zone. That's where you want to be. Like what we're doing over here? Want to support us further? Swing on over to Angry Snowboarder VIP and become a member. Sure, I could tell you more here, but I got a video over there that explains it so much better. This board is super stable and super fun for long drawn out carves. This isn't going to be a daily driver for anyone. It's more for someone that's like, oh hey, the resort's open, no one's gonna be there, we got a couple inches of fresh snow, I'm gonna go hit my favorite groomed run that's got banks on the side, or maybe you're gonna go ride a big swoopy bank slalom with it. That's who this is kind of for. This is for someone that understands the subtle nuances of what this board takes to ride, and they enjoy it for what it is. If it gets 5 days of use a year, it's been a good year. But they'll also probably own this for the next 10 to 15 years. Comparable boards, the Salomon Taka EP, the Stranda Cheater, and the Nidecker Gun. Recommended bindings: the Rome Katana Pro, the Union Falcor, the Nitro Phantom Plus. This has been my review of the Korua Tonic. If you're looking for more of that Japanese style board where you can really swoop a turn, why don't you go check out one of the reviews for one of the comparable boards.